someone. Two arms on the floor, a band-aid on the sore. Two lovers, one more. It's a jobless situation, but we do it again. Oh, we do it again.
I love it. What a snappy little tune. It's time for this summer event, and welcome to the show. My name is Gary Olsenberg, and I'll just be hanging out with you guys as we peruse through some of the things happening at Storm, and we thank you for tuning in. Listen, let's get started by bringing in our communications manager, who also shares some responsibility as our integrated marketing manager. Her name's Blair Blumenscheid. Blair, welcome to the summer event.
Hi, Gary.
How are you today?
I am doing great. I'm excited to see we have a lot of news happening.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff to share.
Yeah. No shortage of activity happening here at Storm HQ and around the globe. And Blair, bowling is fantastic. We love bowling.
Yes.
We also love our furry little friends, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And we've got a little video. We're talking about National Dog Month, which is August. And Blair, the team created Little Storm leashes and collars, and you can pick one up for a gift for someone.
Yeah, they're available on stormbowling.com. And we've got a video of our friend Blake rolling a ball down the lane.
Let's roll it. Blake, we signed Blake to an actual Storm agreement a few years ago. He's our puppy spokesperson. And then we just had to sign his brother Adam over on the Rotogrip side of things. And why? Because they bowl, man, and they love bowling, and we love the dudes. Getting into some heavy tech stuff. We have a friend here, Marcus. And Marcus is our IT operations manager, and he does just about everything around this building. And I asked Marcus, I said, Marcus, so what's some of the cool things you've been working on recently and never seen before? And hopefully we don't get in trouble for showing it. But Marcus wanted to share with everyone his favorite thing that he sees at Storm and is a part of at Storm. And we hope that you like it. Marcus, what do you got for us?
Thank you, Gary. I've been in the IT industry for over 30 years, and I've seen some amazing technology along the way. Smartphones, Wi-Fi, the internet, and so many more. But one of the technologies that have just fascinated me are lasers. Now, if that's piqued your curiosity, I have something very special to show you today. Storm is now using lasers to burn the logos directly into the bowling balls. I know this sounds like science fiction, right? But it's not. Maybe you're thinking, how in the world do you burn a logo into a bowling ball? That's why I've made a small video to show you exactly how it's done. Okay, this is the first time this process is being shown outside of our Storm HQ. I can't show you everything. Most of this is top secret, so I can only show you part of the process. Let's take a look. That's fascinating. See how the logo is actually being burned directly into the ball? Wow. This process is revolutionary. And unlike mechanical engravers, the laser is actually melting the surface instead of cutting it. Wow, yeah. This gives a logo a smoother and more defined appearance. The process also doesn't allow any microfissures that might allow cracks to start from the logo area. Wasn't that fantastic? I'm so glad I had an opportunity to show you this today. Storm is continually exploring new and better ways to make our products the best in the industry. And this is just one of those ways. Thank you for your time. And remember, bowl up a storm. Gary, back to you.
All right, Marcus, thanks for showing us that. That's great technology and a sneak peek, right? A little glimpse into part of making your Storm bowling balls. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I think the lasers are really cool. It's one of my favorite things when I walk downstairs into the production area. It's just really one of my favorite things. I stop, I take a look, and it's really fun. And we hope you enjoyed it. Let's bring Blair back in. Blair?
Yes.
We love youth bowling around these parts, right? And one of the young ladies that's captured America's heart, Jillian Martin. She's a member of Team Storm, and she won as a high schooler. She won on the PWBA tour. Really good player. And we did a video with Jillian around the Infinite Physix. And speaking, and before we play that, right, we want to give an Infinite Physix away, I believe.
Yeah, we're going to give one away to someone watching live. All you have to do is throw a comment in the comment section. And when we come back, before we do our big reveal of the Infinite Scent, the scent of the Infinite Physix, we'll give away a prize. So drop a comment in, let us know you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. We're going to play this quick video of Jillian, and then we'll come back and give away a prize.
My name is Jillian Martin. I became the youngest to win a PWBA event at the PWBA Bowl TV Classic. I was 17 years old. From there, it's easy to picture a long and successful career full of infinite possibilities, but that does not come without the hard work. You gotta put in the hard work every day, you gotta show up for yourself, you gotta step foot on the lanes, do what you need to do off the lanes, and that'll allow you to become the best version of yourself. You gotta put in the work every day in and day out, in order to become your infinite self.
The future is bright for Miss Jillian Martin. She's one of the fantastic young bowlers in the world. And even as recently as this past week, she wound up in the top 24 at the Players' Championship, the Tour Championship in Dallas, Texas. So congratulations, Jillian, on her continued successful career that she has rolling. We did a huge campaign, and it was wrapped around the Infinite Physix. And this campaign was about a scent of what this mystery scent was. And Blair did this big social. She did this big social campaign, and she challenged you to guess the scent. And we have a scent reveal right now live, because everyone has been waiting for it. And like most things that we do here, there's some meaning behind everything. And we send it to Chad McLean, our technical director. And he reveals the scent.
What's good, y'all? My name is Chad. I'm the tech director at Storm, which means it's my job to make sure all these Storm balls look good, sound good, and in Storm's case, well, smell good. So if you want to know what the mystery fragrance is on the Infinite Physix, you're in the right place. But to know what it is, you first gotta understand why it is. With all the balls we ship worldwide, we are somewhere in the neighborhood of about 100 different types of balls every year. That's like 2 to 3 balls a week that all need their own logos and colors and fragrances. So when we're talking those kinds of numbers, you start to pull inspiration from the most accessible places that you have. And for me, it's the things that interested me as a kid, the shows that I watch with my kid now, and like my favorite foods growing up. For instance, the blueberry buckle that I used to make with my mom. And to illustrate what blueberry buckle really is, I got a couple volunteers to help us make some. Blueberry buckle is one of my favorite desserts because, of course, it has fresh blueberries, lots of cinnamon, and vanilla. Blueberry buckle is like a blueberry cake, but the best part about it is the cinnamon streusel that you drop on top, and as the cake cools and the batter rises, it actually forces the top layer to buckle underneath the weight of the streusel, making it blueberry buckle. The more experienced bowling ball sniffers should be able to detect hints of blueberry, vanilla, and cinnamon. If you've never heard of blueberry buckle, now you have. Just got blown back to my childhood. You know, bowling balls that smell good may seem kind of gimmicky to some, but the reality is it's just one more way that we're able to put a piece of ourselves in every ball that gets made here. And that's what makes us the Bowlers Company.
Isn't that a great story? I mean, Chad does a lot for us around here, and incorporating his family into this is meaningful. As for his late mom, is fantastic sentiment. And like I said, everything that we do here, there's a reason behind it, and that's just one example. We do have the winner to announce in our little Jillian deal, and it is Matt Thompson is the winner of an Infinite Physix. Send a message to Storm Bowling on Facebook, and Blair will reach out and connect with you and make sure that you get your prize in the right weight. It is a fantastic bowling ball. You're going to love it. Now that we all know the scent, Blueberry Buckle is the official scent of the Infinite Physix, I want to let you know there were 22,000 entries in our contest, and anyone that guessed blueberry anything, because buckle is going to be a tough one to come up with, and we'll find out if anyone even guessed it when we chat with Blair later in the week. But everyone that guessed blueberry something was entered to win, and all the winners will be announced later this week. And we'll also find out if anyone got the exact scent, blueberry buckle, right. All right, I said Chad does a lot around here, right? And he is one of the big leaders when it comes to technology. And we wanted to share with you some information about technology. And who better than our technical director, Chad McLean. We got a great video. We hope you enjoy it. Let's go.
You know, the question I get asked the most is, what's the most exciting part of this job? And the reality is, it's the technology and finding new ways to advance the sport. I mean, we're making toys here for people, and that's pretty cool. Now, the balance between tradition and technology is as old as the game itself. So on one hand, no single product has democratized the game more than the bowling ball. But on the other hand, there are those who hold the bowling ball responsible for whatever ills, real or made up, that the game may be facing. So here's what we got to do. We've known since the 1960s and earlier that innovation in core and cover stocks will increase the scoring pace, but when the score isn't the sole ingredient of new technology, you know what else those innovations do? They are the engine of tomorrow's bowling economy. Like, for real, the engine. So when Bill Chrisman poured his first bowling ball out of the KFC bucket, was he thinking about making the cover of the Wall Street Journal or igniting a burgeoning international market? Because those things really happen. This is innovation of science. This is the application of his original ideas to now 3D CAD imaging that requires the clever engineer, the talented creative directors, and dynamic VPs that turn it into product. So what happens is we get called. We get messaged by our fans because the industry flinched. I get called by customers, pro shops, and coaches because they want to learn more about bowling ball technology, and in that capacity, we are a servant of the public's curiosity about the sport of bowling, and in that way, we're not asking ourselves, how are we affecting you? We're just simply offering all that we can and know about this wonderful game that's brought us together. So my point is, the greatest need right now is to be able to have the foresight necessary to make investments on the frontier of bowling science, even if at the time you make those investments, you can't figure out how that might make you better tomorrow. So, case in point, fragrance. It's still the #1 most asked question we get, is why do you put fragrance in a bowling ball? So think about it. We have 5 traditional senses: sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Now each one of those senses accounts for just a fraction of society's investment in bringing enjoyment to those senses. So think about your sense of hearing. If you like music, and who doesn't, you'll spend money on this. You'll download from the store, you'll go to a concert. There's movies, there's art, there's fashion. Just look at how much we spend on things that are pretty. It's kind of weird if you think about it. You can get your basic nutrition in some rice and beans at the cost of almost nothing. Or you can go to a restaurant and spend hundreds of dollars on food and wine. The fact that people do that at all means that you can raise your sensory satisfaction to extremely high levels, and people do it willingly. It took a few years of being here, but only recently I've realized why fragrance matters in a bowling ball, and here it is. Are you ready? I have always liked a good smelling bowling ball where I'm distracted by how good it smells, so that I lose sleep at night wondering how the bowling ball maker even did that. That's innovation, that's the core of technology, and that's what we do here at Storm.
All right. Well, Chad, thank you for sharing the behind-the-scenes information with all of us. The R&D team never sleeps here. I think they're just innovating all the time, and they're fantastic. And we hope you enjoyed a little bit of that info. We have launched a new series, the Infinite Potential series, and we've interviewed and are still interviewing some of the best ever, including most recently that's dropping on Wednesday with Mr. Norm Duke. And this was at the very end of his interview with me. I sat down with Norm for a little bit, and let me tell you, you got to watch the full thing when it shows up on Facebook. It should be tomorrow afternoon. Take a look. But here's a little teaser of that interview with Norm Duke.
Well, you know, one of the things that I often said to myself in the mirror, and I had a lot of conversations with myself in the mirror. Those sometimes when I was winning and sometimes when I was losing. But I would say, who do you want to be today? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be Norm, a champion, or a loser, or an ignorant soul? Who do you want to be? And I answered myself in the mirror. When I answered myself, I was clear on the task. That is what I want to achieve. Now let's go achieve that. So you will find your passion in that mirror. You will answer questions. You will look yourself in the eye and see the real you. Now the real you will not always come about. Sometimes you don't even know what it is, but you'll learn. Keep asking yourself, who do I want to be today? And eventually you're going to be exactly that. And I wish you all the luck in the world in getting there.
Norm, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing the next chapter in Norm Duke. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Gary. We appreciate it. And thanks, Storm Nation.
Like I said, that's just one little piece of, like, the one little nugget of information from the great Norm Duke, who spent a few days with us recently filming some other videos. And Norm is fantastic. And for those wondering, I can share it with you that, you know, he may not bowl anymore, but he's going to be very active and always a member of Team Storm. I want to switch gears to charity. This is something our founders, Bill and Barbara Chrisman, giving back to others has always been at the top of their list of things to do. And recently, past months, we did a auction where Jason Belmonte collaborated with an artist, and then they painted an amazing picture, and we put it up for auction and donated all the proceeds from that one painting to our Make-A-Wish here in Utah. And we've got a great video that shows, again, really what Storm is about. And it's because of our founders, Bill and Barbara Chrisman, and their just generosity and the way they want to give back and help people in the sport of bowling, but also outside of the sport of bowling and kind of through bowling. And so let's take a look at the Make-A-Wish video. Hope you enjoy it.
G'day, it's Belmo here, and this is a really exciting day. A little while ago, we auctioned off a custom piece of artwork, one of a kind, that I did with renowned artist Blake Jameson, and we had a huge donation for that artwork by Drew Parkin, who won the art piece, and the $2,200 that he donated was going to Make-A-Wish. And today, I get to be so fortunate to walk inside the Make-A-Wish offices here in Utah to give them this check. Well, I mean, not actually this check, but an actual check for $2,200 to help grant wishes to young children that need it. So let's go inside and we'll meet the crew from Make-A-Wish and we'll give them this money.
Make-A-Wish Utah started in 1985, and ever since then we've granted over 4,000 wishes just in the state of Utah. So
So good. No, we're so happy and thrilled that we can help.
it goes a long way. So we have about 230 kids who are waiting for their wishes to come true in the state of Utah right now. And so any support we're able to get from the community is really helpful for us to be able to continue our mission. So
Yeah, no worries. Well,
appreciate
Storm
that.
and everyone at Storm is
Yeah.
thrilled to help how we can. Yeah.
Thanks for being part of it, right? Creating those moments of joy and positivity makes such a difference, and I'm sure that you see that in what you do, and so to be able to come together and do that, to do that together is an honor for us. So we
Look,
really appreciate
I've got
your
4
support.
kids myself.
Yeah.
So, and I'm speaking as a father, when you're able to give your children something that they'll remember forever, it's really affecting to you too. And then you've got, in this situation, you've got children who, may not see another Christmas, and parents that can't afford to give their children something that means so much to them. And then having people like you and groups like Storm that just say, we're going to make this happen somehow, to give those kids and families something, that's really meaningful. Yeah.
We get someone who's a bowler, who's able to find a way to raise money and support wishes. It's fantastic because both of those passions combine to do something pretty amazing for kids.
Yeah. Well, we're thrilled to be a part of it. Like I said, thank you so much.
Yeah, we love it.
No worries.
All right, well, a huge thank you to Belmo, Blake, the artist, and Bill and Barbara Chrisman. It's cool to do things and to be able to give back and help others. And like I said before that segment, Bill and Barbara Chrisman, that's what they're all about. And Storm is fantastic because of Bill and Barbara Chrisman. Listen, this kind of wraps up our summer event, and we're not going away for very long. We are coming back September 20th. And why so sudden? Because very soon you're going to hear of some major announcements, and we want to be able to be with you live on September 20th to really dive deep into those announcements. And we hope that you'll join us September 20th. Until then, pick up all of our content. Watch us on whatever platform that you like. Jump on the Storm website, and it changes daily. So whatever you see today, maybe tomorrow will be something different up there that you can take in and information. Until then, be good to each other.